Morning students, I welcome you all for today's class. Today we are going to see grammar, noun types. Already I said when I took a poem, I said noun I will take in a detailed way in one section. So now today we are going to see that. Shall we start? Okay. See grammar, noun types, nouns types. Already you learned this in your lower classes. Again I want to teach you. So listen carefully and you just take some notes. Simultaneously when I teach, you just take down the notes. Okay children. So noun, a naming word is called noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. It is called as noun. There are 5 kinds of nouns are there. Common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. So, noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. It is called as what? Noun. So, we have 5 kinds of noun: common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. So, we will see in a detailed way. First, common noun. First, common noun. We are going to take this. Common noun is the name given to all the person, place, animal, things of one kind. It is the name, so common, given to all the persons, place, animal or thing, it is called as common noun. For example, I live in a big city. So, example I will write it on the board. See, place, animal or things of one kind. It's a common noun. The example I will give you. For example, I live in a big city. And one more example we will see. Which car do you have? So here, see children, I live in a big city. Here, city is the noun. Yes? So I live in a big city. Here, which car do you have? Car. Here, car is there. So here, it is not in a particular way. It's any city. Okay? It is not in a particular city. They are not mentioned in a particular city. It's any city. So it is called as common noun. Which car? Car is a noun. Car do you have? Any car. They didn't mention the particular car here. Only car. It's a thing. Okay. So any car. So it comes under common noun. So see the proper noun we'll see. And we'll see the common noun and difference between the common noun, proper noun. Easily you can understand. So first, after that we are going to see, after the common noun we are going to see a proper noun. So proper noun, it is the name given to a particular place, particular person. The name given to a particular person, place, animal or a thing. It's called as what? Proper noun. So for example, I live in Mumbai here. And one more example we'll see. I have a Santro. Here. So here particular. Mumbai is a noun, place. And here I have a Santro. It's a car. Okay, it's a Santro is a car. Santro car. I have a Santro car. And I live in Mumbai. So particularly we are saying this, so it is come under proper noun. Okay, particular. So if I say I live in city, in any city it comes under common noun, but here I have given here I have written I live in Mumbai. So Mumbai is particular place we are referring, so it comes under which noun? Proper noun. And here I have a Santro car. So if I say I have a car, it comes under common noun, but I mentioned here I have a Santro car. So Santro, it's a particular car I have mentioned. So it comes under what? Proper noun. So proper noun is particular person, place or thing. It is called as what? No? Proper noun. So next. Here I want to give you some more examples and difference between common noun and proper noun. It is very easy to understand. I'll rub this. Here, look at the following example, children. I'll write the example here, ma. Nikki and her dog are playing with football in the garden. Here, first we underline the nouns. Then we find out the common noun or proper noun. Then we find out that. Okay, first we underline the noun. Nikki and here dog, football, garden. These are all the nouns. Clear, ma? So Nikki is the person name, dog animal, football thing, and garden is a place. So now first in the sentence we underlined the nouns. So next, Nikki is the name of a person, dog, so animal. Okay. So next, football, it's a thing, dog it's an animal, it's a name of Nikki is the name of a person, dog is animal, football is a thing, and garden is a place. Garden is a place. So here the special name of a noun is called what? Which noun? Proper noun. Yes. So here Nikki is a particular person name. So it comes under proper noun. Okay. So any girl, if it is there, any girl and her dog, so if it is like this, we can say that it is a common noun. Here, the name it has mentioned here, Nikki. So it comes under, particularly we are referring the girl name here, so it comes under proper noun. And here, dog, football, garden, these are all come under common noun. These are all come under common noun. Why? Because the dog name we didn't mention here, football and garden. Garden, in which place, that we didn't mention. So it comes under what? Common noun. Now are you clear now? So now we are going to see again the common and proper noun difference. Clear, children? So here difference between common and proper noun. Here common noun and here proper noun. Kindly make a note of it in your note. Take down this in your note. So common nouns common nouns name, general, so very important word, general for common noun. Common noun name, general, people, animal, place, places or things. And here proper nouns name, specific people, so very important. So here common nouns general, proper noun is specific. Please make a note of this, specific people. So very important, specific people, animals, animals, places or things. It's a proper noun. And common nouns do not need capital letters. Do not need capital letters. Okay, but proper noun require capital. See here, Nikki. The name we have written here. See, N is the capital. Okay, so proper noun can be capitalized. So proper nouns require capital letters. See, for example here, common noun do not need capital letters. For example, singer. Here, example, Taylor, T-A-Y-L-A-R. It's a name. Okay, Taylor Swift. Here, capital letter. So, proper noun require capital letters, but common noun do not need capital letters. So, next. For example, we'll take alphabet C. Okay. So, from starting letter C, we'll write person name, place, thing. Then I'll teach you the difference between the common and proper noun. Starting with the letter alphabet C. See here, person, place, thing. Here, Jack, person name. I am writing here as Jack, and Canada. And here, thing, any, cola. Okay, it's a drink, cold drink. And here, child. Here, city, and cold drink. See, children. Person name Jack. So person name Jack here. Place Canada. Here cola. So here it's come under what noun? Proper noun. Because specifically we are saying the names here. The person name is Jack and he is living Canada and he is drinking that particular cold drink. The name of the drink is cola. So specifically we are saying this. So it comes under proper noun. And here child, any child, okay, and city, any cold drink. So it is not specific, it is general, so it comes under common noun. Clear, children? So here child is the, so now I am sure you thorough with the common and proper noun. So then we'll move on to the collective noun now. Next we are going to see about collective noun. Third noun, collective noun. It is the name given to a group of similar persons, place, animal or thing. Group, okay, group of person. A collective noun is the name given to a collection of common noun considered as one group. It is called as what? Collective noun. We'll see. Third noun is collective noun. A collective noun is the name given to a collection of common noun considered as one group. Examples: first, an army of soldiers. Second, a band of musicians. A heap of stones. Fourth one, jury of judges. Here, first we'll underline the common nouns here. Soldier, musician, stones, judges, these are all the common nouns, children. And here see, an army, it's a group. Okay, ma? It's a group. So here see, a group. A collective noun is the name given to a collection of common noun considered as one group. It's a group. That army of soldier, it's a group. It is called as what? Collective noun. Here, band. Band means that many people are there in that group. So it is band of musicians, heap of stones, jury of judges. So these are all called as what? Collective nouns, because it's a group. Okay? Common nouns are very important. Common noun considered as one group called as collective noun. Clear? So, two more example I want to give you. The group of dancers went to the auditorium. So, the group of dancers. It is the collective noun. I bought a loaf of bread from the market. Okay. So, loaf, that is, it's a collective noun. And we are going to see the material noun now. Is it clear, children? Collective noun. So next we are going to see the noun of material noun. Material noun. A material noun is a thing which is extracted from the earth, or is used to make other things. Some material noun. We will see some examples from this material noun. A material noun is the thing which is extracted from the earth or is used to make other things. It is called as what? Material noun. Examples: cotton, wheat, wood, gold, honey, cement, sugar, water, copper, milk, soil, silver, paper, plastic, silk, etc. These are all come under material noun. Cotton, wheat, wood. See, is used to make other things. It is called as material noun. Cotton, wheat, wood, gold, honey, cement, sugar, water, copper, milk, soil, silver, paper, plastic and silk, etc. It is the material noun. Material noun it's a substance or a material which is used for making things. It is called as material noun. For example, two more example I'll tell you in the sentence. This window is made of glass. This window is made of glass. So glass is the material noun. Iron is very useful metal. Iron. So iron is the material noun. Okay. So now we are going to see abstract noun. Now we are going to see abstract noun. An abstract noun is the very important noun, children. And abstract noun is the name of some quality, action, state, feeling or idea. It's something which we can feel or think about, but we cannot touch it. Clear? For examples, bravery, goodness, movement, answer, strength, freedom, death, sickness, childhood. These are all come under abstract noun. Abstract noun is the name of some quality, action, state, feeling or idea. It's something which we cannot feel or think about, which we can feel but we cannot touch it. That is called as what? Abstract noun. Clear? So, and one more abstract noun and concrete noun also is there. That difference we have to know that. Okay, that the 5 kinds of nouns, 5 type of noun is over. But abstract noun and concrete noun is that. Concrete noun actually we can feel or that is we can see. That concrete noun we can see or touch. That is called as concrete noun. But abstract noun only we can feel but we cannot touch it. That is abstract noun. Let us see the difference between the abstract noun. let us see the difference between the abstract noun and the concrete noun. So difference between concrete noun, abstract noun. So concrete noun, anything that you can see, touch, smell, taste or hear. It's a concrete noun. Concrete, anything you can see, touch, smell, taste or hear. It's a concrete noun. Okay. So for example, seen, incense sticks. This we can use for puja, yes. So incense sticks. Smelled, trumpet, heard, noodles, tasted, rain, touched. Here, concrete noun, already I said, concrete noun are words that refers to objects that we can experience with our 5 senses by seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting and touching. It's called as concrete noun. But abstract noun only we can feel but we cannot touch it. Okay. Please listen carefully. Concrete noun, mountain. A mountain can be seen. Incense sticks which we can use for puja. It can be smelled. Trumpet, we can hear that. Noodles can taste. It can be tasted. And rain. Rain can be touched. So it is concrete noun. Next, abstract noun. Already I said abstract noun, it is the opposite of concrete noun. It can only be thought of or felt. Cannot be seen, okay, or touched. It is the abstract noun. Concrete noun is different, abstract noun is different. Clear, ma? That is the abstract noun is the opposite of concrete noun, which we cannot see or touch, but we can only feel. It is called as abstract noun. So, for example, an idea. It's a thought. An idea is a thought. An idea is a thought. Happiness, it's a feeling. Happiness, it's a feeling. Idea, happiness, or it is called as what? Abstract noun. Clear, children? So, next, exercises I want to give. So, I am sure that you thorough the nouns, and now I am going to give the exercises, 8 sentences. I will write it on the board. You just take down it in the note and you have to say what kind of noun it is. First we underline the noun and you have to say that what kind of noun it is. Okay. See children, 8 sentences I have written here. You have to underline. You just take down in your note. You have to underline it and you have to say that what kind of noun is that. Okay children. First copy down one by one. We'll see. First we underline the nouns and then we find out what kind of noun is that. Our class consists of 20 pupils. So here in this sentence first we have to underline the noun class and 20 pupils. Second one, the Godavari overflows its banks every year. Here Godavari and here Godavari and here banks. It's a noun. And here third one, the crowd was very unruly. Here noun is crowd. And fourth one, without health there is no happiness. So here noun, health and happiness. It's a noun. So fifth one, the elephants have great strength. Here elephants is a noun and strength is a noun. He bought a bunch of grapes. Here a bunch. Okay. Bunch is the noun and grapes is the noun. I believe in his innocence. Here innocence is the noun. We saw a fleet of ships in the harbor. Here fleet, ships, harbor. It's a noun. Clear? So now we identified the noun and now we are going to see kinds of noun. First, our class consists of 20 pupils. So class it's a collective noun. How? Class is a group of students together. Class is a group of students, group. So it comes under collective noun. Collective noun. And 20 pupils is a noun. 20 pupils. So pupil is a common noun because it's a general common noun. It's a general. So class it's a collective noun because class is a group of students, group, so it's a collective noun. And pupil, it's a common noun because it is a general, so it's common noun. And here Godavari, so it's particularly, specifically we can say that the name, so it comes under proper noun. And here bank, so generally we can say this a bank, so it is common noun. Common noun. And here third one, crowd. So crowd is a group of people. So it's come under collective noun. Collective. CL. Collective noun. CL is a collective noun. Collective noun. CO is a common noun. P is, you know, that proper noun. Okay. A is the abstract noun. A crowd was very unruly. So crowd is a group of people. So it comes under collective noun. And fourth one, without health. So health is the abstract noun because it talks about the quality. It's a abstract, the abstract noun. It talks about the quality. And happiness also, it comes under abstract noun of happiness. It's a feeling. So abstract noun. We cannot see or touch this. It's a feeling. So it comes under abstract noun. Fifth one, elephants have great strength. Here elephants is there. So generally we can say this animal elephant. So it comes under common noun. CO, common noun. And strength. Strength is a feeling. So strength, we can say that it's a quality. Okay. So it is abstract noun. Next, he bought a bunch of grapes. Bunch, it's a group. So it comes under collective noun, CL, collective noun. And grapes, it's a plural form of common noun. Why we are saying that plural form? Yes, is there, no ma? So it's a common noun actually. It's a plural form of common noun. I believe in his innocence. So innocence, it's a quality. So it comes under abstract noun. We saw a fleet of ship in the harbor. So fleet, it's a group, fleet. So it comes under collective noun. And ships, it's a general, ship. So it's a thing. So it comes under common noun, CO, common noun. And harbor, it's a general place. It refers as a place, general place. So it is a common noun. Clear, children? I'm sure you thorough with nouns. So you just write some more examples and you yourself can do it. It will be better for you. Okay. I am sure you thorough the nouns. I hope you understand. So thank you. We'll see in the next video. Thank you, children.